Hey, what up, guys? We're back at it with episode 3 of 2 a.m. Horse Riding Gang. And today is a bit special, right? Because I think in the past, like, 4 days, I've gotten maybe 8 hours of sleep total. So I'm in a special state right now. You're probably thinking, like, Ben, it's 2 a.m. Why don't you just, like, catch up on sleep, right? I don't fucking know. I just thought, like, hey, I'm in a really whack ass mindset. So let's just come out here and film another episode. Speaking of which, it's been like a week or two since I've uploaded my last 2 a.m. horse gang. Sorry for the wait. I just my sleeping, how I slept really just never really lined up. Or like if I wasn't sleeping at 2 a.m., I just kind of just like didn't feel like going out in the cold at 2 in the morning, which I think is completely reasonable. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna answer a few questions this time because I looked up online like a list of philosophical questions and they gave me like 256. So I'm gonna start trying to cut through a little bit of them. So we're gonna keep. I kind of skimmed over it a bit, but I think some of them kind of overlap and repeat. So I took a few, and yeah, I kind of pushed some together that fit. So the first one, is free will real or is it just an illusion? And the second one I matched up with that was does fate exist? And if so, is free will if not, does free will exist? Hold on, there's a car passing by. I have to act natural because like well, I don't think you can really be. Oh, it's a cop too. Sick. I don't really think you can be natural at 2 a.m. in a fucking playground recording yourself. Whatever. Anyways, back to the point. uh, I think that is a very, very, very. I mean, like all these questions are very like opinionated, and like you can't really get one specific answer because everyone's gonna have a different opinion and therefore a different answer. So I think with this, I think a big part of it is religion and how you believe in like extraterrestrial or celestial beings. So like God or some shit. So like if you're an atheist like me, you don't believe in God, then like yeah, obviously there's free will. You could do what you want. But then if you do believe in religion, I think that skews the lines a bit more because because there's some people who are completely devoted to God and be like, all right, God will guide me. No matter what happens, I have faith. God will lead me in the right direction, and like that's okay, cool. That's not me. I like do the thing. But then there's people who believe in God but are still believe in a large amount of free will, that God is just there kind of watching over them, but they still have to do most of their own work. They have to get them, they have to do their own work to get to where they want to be. And that's fine as well. But yeah, back to the atheist part. It's free will, and then I guess you could go in the more literal sense, where are we all just slaves to the capitalistic system, or do we really have any choice? Do we all live in the Matrix? That's a scary thought. Yeah, we're not thinking about that. But yeah, it's how much, I guess it comes down to how much belief you have in yourself. That sounds really cheesy as fuck, but like your free will comes from you and you alone. And if you don't believe you have free will, then you don't have free will. Yeah. Cool. Oh, another car's coming by. Is it the same cop car? It's the same cop car. And he slowed down. Oh, he went by. Alright, we chillin'. So fucking, I get so scared when a car goes by. Okay, I don't really have a defense for being out here at 2 in the morning on the playground. Oh, what, officer walks up. Oh, what are you doing there, kiddo? Oh, just recording myself answering philosophical questions. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Next question. This is just a really obscure one. If the human life expectancy was drastically increased, let's say, alright, let's do an example, 500 years. What would happen and how would that impact things? That's not really a philosophical question, is it? That's just more of a, like a sci-fi question. I guess that sci-fi does touch on a bunch of philosophical ideas. But speaking of sci-fi, it kind of reminds me of a book I read a while ago. It was a whack-ass book, like classic, like weird-ass sci-fi futuristic shit, where like life expectancy of humanity was like 500 years. Like the main character starts out the book reaching 500 years old. And he also has this relationship with like this 20-year-old girl, which is kind of, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but beyond the point. And like I don't know why I'm referencing this. This gives me no material because they don't even treat it. They treat it like it's completely normal and natural. There is no other thing other than like, yeah, I've just been alive for 500 years and I've done more shit than people do in their lives because their expectancy is only 60 years or some shit. That was a really bad reference. I don't know, it just reminded me of the book. But yeah, I have no fucking clue. I don't really know how to answer that one because like, I guess you could do a lot more stuff and yeah, you could do a lot more stuff. I feel like in terms of existential crises or midlife crisis, I feel like those would grow up numerously, and this is a hard one. I can't decide whether people would be more comfortable with themselves having lived a longer life. I guess the longer you live, the more knowledge you obtain, and therefore the more, I guess you could say woke. That's not the right word, but the more you learned about yourself, and therefore I guess the better off you can be. But I wonder how, like, at what point does that stop? Like, I'm a firm believer that you can never stop learning, and like you can just learn forever and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I think 500 years is a long time. Like that takes us like from now to like the Middle Ages. Like, a lot of shit happened in that time period. Like that's nothing to sneeze at. No, why did I say sneeze? Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on it. I just looked at a bush and I thought I saw a person walk through. I think I'm hallucinating. Well, I'm definitely hallucinating. I've been doing that for a bit now. So I'm actually kind of fucking spooked right now, not gonna lie. It could be a real person. Oh, whatever. God, now I'm really fucking like anxious. Fuck. Alright, haven't reached the 10-minute mark yet, so can't go. But yeah, I guess we can do next question. Shit. My hand's shaking, so alright. What is the line between art and not art? That's just a stupid question. I hate this. This is an annoying question. I mean, like, obviously you all like hear those stories of this drawing of a singular line on a white piece of paper sold for $1 million. Like, what the fuck? It's just a line. But someone's like, no. The meaning behind this. They go full English teacher mode and like, this line represents a sparse moment of life on an empty world, meaning signifying that this person is living a mundane life. and the only way they can escape is by leaving the page, but they can't because they're trapped, or some dumb shit like that. Maybe I should be an English teacher. I don't want to be a teacher though. That would suck. Anyways, but like, I don't know. I guess art is like, I mean, art is obvious, like dancing, singing, music, just music in general. Yeah, painting, drawing, any of that shit. Like, it's art. I guess art is just beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I think art is another one of those very opinionated things. So, the line I brought up before, someone thinks that's art because they're willing to spend $1 million fucking dollars on it, and other people are just like, "Are you insane? Are you stupid? Why would you spend $1 million on that, on a piece of line that probably a kindergartner could draw if they wanted?" Yeah. Yeah, that's that question. Next question. Will religion... Ooh, this is a good one. Will religion ever become obsolete? Ooh, I'm excited about this one. Okay, so I'm an atheist. That's me. But when it comes to religion, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're Muslim, Buddhist, Christian. Don't care. But, because I think religion in itself is a great idea. It gives people something to believe in, something like some idea that they can rely on, that gives them comfort, that gives them a sort of, I guess comfort is the right word for that. It's like, it gives them a little bit of relief. And that's fine. However, when organizations and like systems and like things from around it, like the Catholic Church, that's when it starts becoming like owned by the people and not about like just the thought of it, that's when I start having a problem. Because like, it's just corrupt, and they're just getting money. They're getting money off other people's beliefs, and I found that's just wrong, and I think a lot of people agree with me on that. So I'm not gonna go into that any further. But I think, but back to my point, yeah, I think that the systematic part of religion will become obsolete. Like the Catholic Church, I think in a few hundred years, they're gonna have no power, and they're gonna be pretty much like gone. They're gonna become a cult, pretty much. However, let's say, or let's just let's just use Christianity as a reference here. I think the Catholic Church and like other forms of stuff will become obsolete. However, I think their religion itself will remain, because people will still believe in it. People will teach their kids and tell their kids about how a good God is, and how you should believe in God or fear God, or however people look at it. So religion itself, I do not think will become obsolete. However, I think the powers that make money off it will be, because people are becoming a lot more observant when it comes to, especially with like all the internet and just shit in these days. And so they're like, we are a lot more informed than people these days are a lot more informed than they were, let's say, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But yeah, that's that question. We've been going for 14 minutes. All right, I think I'll end this one here. We got through a bunch of questions. That was pretty solid. Yeah. I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you think I should start. Oh, fuck that truck. Dude, why did it slow down right in front of the playground? What the hell is that dog shit? Oh, that was terrifying. Okay. You know, part of me doesn't even believe that was real, actually. Alright, alright. Well, anyways, I should end this soon. But, I might start telling stories about myself. Because I have a lot of entirely questionable, yet hilarious, and at the same time, confusing stories. And, I might start doing, like, my own, like, taking horse riding games, like, maybe not, like, philosophical questions, but just talk. Like, tell a story. I don't know. I think that's a good idea. That's an idea for another time, though. We still have a lot of questions to get through, so don't expect anything like that for a bit. Yeah, anyways, till the next time, I'll see you all later.